Self-made millionaire Robert Kiyosaki famously said that the rich don't work for money, but money does work for the rich. In his best-selling book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he outlines all the ways in which the rich and the poor experience different financial outcomes because of their markedly different mindsets. In Kiyosaki's experience, the rich engage in a number of wealth-making behaviors that the poor do not. And these behaviors reflect a particular perspective on money and work. For example, the poor will spend their energy working hard at a job to get by, but the rich will spend their energy becoming more financially literate and making investments that create ongoing passive income. Among the poor, sensitivity to scarcity fuels the dogged application of nose to the grindstone. Among the rich, sensitivity to reward fuels a habit of taking calculated risks. Are you that indebted poor dad who clings to a particular job because it alleviates the fear that your difficult conditions have instilled in you? Is it possible you come from a family or a community of people who have learned to associate work and money with stress? Is debt-related mental health distress a theme in your life or that of your family or close friends? Do you have a lot of emotion tied up in your work and finances that might be crowding out your ability to reason and think and actually improve your situation? According to Kiyosaki and many other financial success thinkers, making that mindset switch from fear to logic can make all the difference in the world. The fact is your professional and financial situation can very likely be optimized for better outcomes. You just have to turn down the dial on your fear and start believing in your own ability to reason. Take me as an example. I need to take risks to create my ideal situation, but these risks are based on careful planning and sound analysis. Only fear would prevent me from seizing the opportunities that my logic has revealed to me. Once you start navigating with reason rather than fear, where could you go professionally and financially? Could you bring yourself a little closer to operating like that master in the art of living? Why not start by asking yourself this simple question? What do I want to do, and how much will it cost to do it? For example, the efficiency expert Tim Ferriss talks about ideal lifestyle costing. He argues that for most people, their ideal lifestyle, one full of experiences and opportunities to learn and positive self-development, is closer than they think. He recommends a simple exercise. List your monthly expenses, create dream lines with the characteristics and costs of an ideal life, and determine the target monthly income that will support it all. I've done something similar, and it's given me the confidence to step out as an entrepreneur when I've needed to. 3 sets of braces and 3 college tuitions. I don't exaggerate my costs, and in turn, I don't exaggerate my fears or my need for stable employment. Ferriss argues that most people think in terms of annual income, becoming attached to the idea of occupying the income brackets that they associate with their ideal lifestyles. But in most cases, the life that people would truly enjoy costs less than they think. The target monthly income exercise can make that clear. After all, within those enviable and impressive income brackets, people are frequently living truly wasteful lives. They spend more energy on projects that they don't yield good results. They spend more money on possessions that don't truly excite them or inspire growth. They measure their professional and financial success by 2 highly suspect metrics: how many hours they log at work and the number of zeros in their annual salary. Think back to our discussion of internal fire and the sacred role of the criminally underrated hobby. Hobbies can make us more productive and happy, enhancing efficiency. When we're more productive and happy, we are much less likely to fall into what the sociologist Juliet Score calls the work-spend mentality. That's to say, working harder, spending more time at work, generates more money to buy the stuff that ends up feeding our depression. This then makes us work even harder to earn even more money to buy even more of the stuff that we believe will solve our stressed out souls. It's a vicious cycle. One means of escaping this cycle is to do what F.I.R.E.S espouses and create a logical plan for an ideal lifestyle that includes the experiences that enrich our souls. And then shaving off the unnecessary stuff, the waste, the overconsumption, and the emotional and financial efficiency leaks that result from the work-spend mentality. Recall, if you will, Susan's story. That's just one example of a person who fixed an efficiency leak that resulted from trying to address an emotional need with material products. Fortunately, having taken your F.I.R.E.S journey all the way from spiritual to internal fire, you have a lot of clarity over what your ideal lifestyle could look like. You have a strong sense of how you want your core values to guide your life. You know what the value-driven life looks like in terms of your community involvement, your daily relationships, and even your self-focused time. Now you just need to figure out how to fund that. Now you just need to create a ring of protective torches burning with financial fire around that lifestyle. You need to keep the wolves away from the balanced, healthy, and values-oriented life that is leading you towards becoming the person you want to become. I hope by now you see that these wolves are not just manifest in the hard realities of debt, financial stresses, and professional dissatisfactions. Those types of wolves are there, and they truly do have sharp teeth. They will snatch your time, energy, and spiritual focus away from you if they are able. But the wolves you really need to ward off are the ones that emerge from your mind. These are the wolves who whisper that more is always the answer. More hard work, more time at the office, more money, and more possessions. When you light a protective financial fire, you call upon the wise, grounded, and clear-sighted and values-driven part of you that can see through this lie. You are able to make logical plans for supporting your lifestyle. You're able to eliminate wasteful efficiency leaks that take you off your spiritual track. Kiyosaki and F.I.R.E.S recommend exploiting opportunities to generate passive income as a way to free up time and secure funds. And both see mindset as a major obstacle to perceiving and capitalizing on those opportunities. According to F.I.R.E.S, people will choose unhappiness over uncertainty. They will prefer the familiar agony of the grindstone to the undiscovered country of taking intelligent risks and making necessary changes. Perhaps you've already started pondering what those intelligent risks and necessary changes should be as it concerns your work and how you manage money. Maybe you even perked up when I mentioned F.I.R.E.S and Kiyosaki's endorsement of passive income, and you want to know more. Now, the scope of this book and this video series won't allow me to cover a subject like passive income, but keep that fire in your belly to learn more burning. It's the first spark of the financial fire that burns to protect and support your ideal life. Rather than consume your time, energy, and well-being, it's the first spark of a commitment to problem solving, rather than mindless grindstone fixation. And now, it's time to feed that spark.